Hey everybody, welcome. This is Catherine Perry, the Big Vision Coach, and you're absolutely in the right place at the right time, the right way, because this is our Tuesday virtual commanding well circle. And I don't know, maybe it's because the weather is good or I got to get out of the house yesterday, but I am feeling incredibly optimistic and up and energized. So just want to tune in with you guys. I asked everyone before they joined the call if they could please be sure and post where you're tuning in from today. And I see Alvaro, hi, down from Colombia, hello. And we, Angola, guys, we are international. Just are really, really excited about that. Okay. And it would help me too if sometime during this, if you would go ahead and post what it is that you're commanding on today. Okay. And got a couple of little announcements, and then we'll go in and we will check in with everyone. I don't know if you're part of the TOC Money Mind Mastery group or you're catching this on YouTube later, but be sure and tune in to a recording that I did from last Monday, not yesterday, Monday, I think it was, yeah, last Monday, where I was just kind of relaxing and I was just in this field of appreciation. And I just had this idea. It's like, let me go ahead and come into this space of appreciation. Thank you, thank you, universe, is who I talk to. Thank you so much. I just really appreciate what's happening in my life. I appreciate where I live. I appreciate the people I get to be a part of their life, be a little corner in their world. And they certainly light up my corner of the world. And I was just kind of going through. And then I linked this idea. I appreciate this and what I would also appreciate. Okay. What I would also appreciate is, and I thought, well, what I want to do is I want to manifest something quickly, and I want to get, because I've been getting this message from the universe or spirit. I live with this thing called Inner University. And what I've been teaching and talking about is manifesting from your state of being. And as it is asked, it is given. So we want to create this field of appreciation. How do you want to be able to receive things, right? So very often we kind of miss that emotional state of being, which is a big piece that I work with people on. And so I said, and what I would really appreciate is, and I'm going to say this wrong because, it's 2 weeks and then you tell the story so often, but basically it's like, you know what, I want to get an unexpected $1,000 that will be manifested simply from a state of being. I don't want to manifest money from something that I do. I want to manifest it. I want to prove this idea to myself that this is actually a true teaching. Okay. And so that's my intention. And it was like, I want to manifest $1,000 from, from this state of being. I don't know how I could possibly do that. Okay. Then my beautiful beta brain said, why don't you just send out a message to the group and let them know that you could do some sessions, or you've got a class you've been wanting to do, or, hey, you said you had already planned on doing another round of commanding wealth. And my beautiful brain started thinking of great ideas based on how I used to make money. I'm pointing to the past, okay? Based on what I knew before, which is what your brain does, okay? And so I said, no, I want it from a state of being. I want it from this field of appreciation. And then I went ahead and I met the opposition. I'm giving a little training here. I met the opposition with, I have no idea how I could possibly create $1,000 from out of the blue. I have no idea where it could come from. I only know I am receiving it with appreciation now, and I am fulfilled. So that was just my little morning musing, okay? And I have a video of that both on YouTube and in the group where I went into more detail and broke down the steps. So this is like at 5:30 in the morning, and I'm not quite ready to get up for the day. And I just decided to kind of roll over and go back to sleep for a little while. And an hour later, I got a phone call, and it was from a friend who lived in Alaska that I've known for 40 years. And he called and just saying, "Hey, how are you doing? And how are you guys doing in Texas?" "Oh, we're doing fine. How are you doing?" He said, "Oh, I'm working so much. It's fine." And then he said, "How is your business? How's your money?" And I'm going, "Actually, I'm doing great. I'm still signing up clients. I just had a class. I was ready to do another one." And I said, "I'm actually helping my daughter and son-in-law set up a new business, and I'm going to get to have revenue sharing that right away." And so he said, "Okay, well, because if you needed $1,000, I could send it to you right now." And I went, "Well, yeah, thanks." And I said, "But I don't need it. Thank you." And he's like, "Okay." And then we talked a few more minutes, and he said, "But if you ever needed money, you can call me." I said, "Yeah." He said, "Because really, I've got this $1,000 that really in like 1,000 or more. What do you need?" And I said, "I don't, thank you. I don't need any I don't need anything, right?" And it was finally like the third time that he offered the $1,000 that the light bulb went on, and was like, "Oh my God, I just commanded for $1,000. And here's literally a phone call where someone's saying, 'Here's $1,000. What do you want?'" Right? "Here, let me give it to you." And I went, "Okay, listen, um, I've never asked for money from you, and I don't like to borrow money from people. I don't need it. Thank you. But are you just wanting to give me $1,000?" And he said, "Yes, yes, please let me, I want to give you $1,000." And he said, "I just appreciate you and who you've been in my life, and, just loving, like loving me and being my friend. I just appreciate you. And please let me do this for you." And I'm like, "Okay, right." I had to get my pride out of the way. And it was just like, wow, how did I receive? Through appreciation. And I met it back with appreciation. So used to arguing with our good. We're so used to saying, "Well, not this way, not this time. It's got to be, our manifestation has to be set up this way." And I just want you to know that the universe or God or spirit, the angels, are absolutely listening. And the big reason that we have this group is so that you can also hear when the universe says yes to you. Okay. And a big function of what we do is to help you celebrate your wins. When the very first group started, people went around and they made their commands. We met a month later. Every person's command was fulfilled, including one woman who got something like $8,000 worth of new computer equipment, plus this really super duper, very expensive licensed software that legally she could still have it, right? They found a way for her to be able to still use this very expensive design suite stuff at the time. And now it's probably available online for $9.99 a month, but at the time, very, very expensive. And she said, "Yeah, it's really cool. And now I'm getting started on a new children's book." And we went, "Oh my God, you just commanded for a new computer and you were worried because even if you got the computer, you weren't going to be able to have the software that you needed." And she went, "Oh, yeah, that's right." "Oh, yeah, that's right." Because we get so used to being in the sense of struggle and not enough. Okay. So we want to help you notice when your manifestations come true. Okay. The other thing is that very often we're used to being in struggle and we want to be on the next thing. We want to move. And we get used to creating the next thing, creating the next thing. And we don't really realize what we have created at the time. We think there's this thing we're in and we got to get out of it. And we don't realize that somehow we have co created whatever our experience is for a positive reason. There was a really good reason at the time we made that decision, but we tend to treat it as something separate from us, like, oh my God, here's a situation I found myself in, and now how do I get out? Or we're in that complete opposite of, I've made my bed, now I have to lie in it, and I've just screwed up to the degree that I can't even trust myself to make a new thing, and so I need this miracle outside of me to arrive. And that's not the case either, guys. So I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to go into this. I just got to get this out right quick, and then we're going to go on. Bless your creation. Whatever you have created, there are things that are a blessing, even though you might be a challenge, even though what you're in is no longer serving you. Be in that field of appreciation and gratitude for exactly what you've created up until now. And just because it's no longer right for you doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you or wrong with what's going on. It's simply a situation that no longer serves you. So the best way to move out of that situation is not to argue, but to simply bless it and acknowledge it's time to move forward. Okay? Then through that field of appreciation, that's where you create the new field of appreciation. Then you create this new field of appreciation in the future. Okay, this way it's so much easier to manifest from what's already moving and happening. Okay, and I don't know who need to hear this. I wasn't going to tell about this, but I need to get this out as soon as possible so that you got this. So today, one, I'm just coming to you in appreciation for you taking time to be with me, and appreciation of who you are and your mastery and the truth of your power and your greatness, and the humility in your heart and your willingness to reveal your truth to others, and your support that you're going to be given to others. So I hope that that was helpful, and be sure and tune into that video. Okay, so Emily's saying, talk to me. I'm talking to her today. All right, so a couple of quick announcements, and then we'll check in. Oops, I pushed the wrong button here. Let me get to this screen. Okay, number one, let me minimize this. Every Friday during the month of May, I am doing a transformational coaching clinic, and I have it, if you go to the TOC Money Mindset Mastery, I have this event pinned to the top of the announcement page. Okay, so it should be appearing right at the top of the feed there, and what you do is you ask for a reminder. You click on the button and it will take you right there. Anyway, you can even watch the replays on there, and I have a form for you to type your questions. I would really love some interaction, and but if you can't be there, be sure and post your questions, and I'll do my best to answer it for you. Okay, so this is every Friday, 1 p.m. Central Time. The way you find it is through the TOC Money Mindset Mastery group, or if you're one of my subscribers on my YouTube channel, and you can just type in Catherine Perry Big Vision Coach, and you'll see my big pumpkin head that's a picture that looks like that. Okay, that's how you know it's the right one. Okay, I have a really cool announcement. Alex Wren, and Alex, I'm about to holler at you just a second, is going to be starting to host an evening virtual Commanding Wealth Circle during the month of June. And then we're going to see, how it works out for him, for me, and for you. And so these are going to be the virtual Commanding Wealth evening edition. So keep an eye out for that announcement so you can get registered for it. And so that will give us 2 circles during the week, one at noon Central Time that I'll be hosting, and then at 7 p.m. Central Time on Wednesday evenings. So let me go ahead and come in here, and I want to make Alex a co-host. Just a second. Make co-host. Well, gee, Alex, it says, do I want to? How you doing? Hang on, I'm going to unmute you.
Hi, can you hear me, Catherine?
Yes, I can.
Hi, everybody.
Alex didn't know I was going to do this to him, but if you play with me, I was like, hey, we're going to just do stuff, right? So Alex is used to that. So Alex, I just want to, I think most people have met you, but for the people who haven't, could you introduce yourself to the group?
Yeah, no problem. Hi, everybody. My name is Alex Wren, and I worked with Catherine Anasora many, many moons ago, and I've still stayed in touch because this work is powerful. I would not be showing up this way in front of y'all right now if I did not keep this work in my body, in my mind, in my neurology, in my biology. Because it's really been the way that's kept me going
Mm-hmm.
and really kind of rooting me in my positivity. I show up I do many different things in life. One of the things I'm really proud to do is I'm a youth educator in the theatrical realm and film realm, and every time I show up on different campuses, it's like there's all these people that just collect around me like, oh my God, it's so fun to have you here. And part of that is being in touch with the one command and being in touch with my source good.
Mm-hmm.
And every time I show up to different places, people are always like wanting to say, oh wow, your energy is so great. I just did another personal development course, and it's like so many people wanted to be my friend after that. Oh, your energy. And it's like, yes, it's my energy, but it's the true connection that I'm having with myself and the true truth that I'm living.
Right.
And so I'm really excited to be able to be partnering with Catherine again, because we've kind of partnered in and out. Oh, can I? I'm really good with technology. Can you help me with this? And I'm totally there for her every time.
Yeah.
And so I'm really excited to show up in this way. And something that came through me a couple nights ago, and it just keeps showing up, is creating a young man's like healing or circle. So
Oh.
any kind of young man that maybe you have in the house, or maybe go ahead and invite them, because having that male to male energy of it's okay to feel your feelings, it's okay to be emotional, it's okay to be in touch with your good. That's what I want to be really bringing into this realm, because that's, yeah, whoo, goosebumps, right? I mean, it's okay. And it's okay to cry. It's like there's been a lot of tears throughout all of this,
Mm-hmm.
but it's released back into positivity, because it's like, I've been able to release out of that and really come back into what's my action list for today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm making a bunch of trainings for these kids while they're not being able to be in school, and that's something that I was just open to. And all of a sudden, one of my past classmates that is a videographer and an editor and does things with like King 5 and with the Pac 5, the football and basketball, doing a camera work. He's like, oh, I have some time off now. Do you want to do some stuff over in my studio? We can have social distancing, and I got green screen. I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
being able to show up, and be open to all of that. So that's
That's
just a bit of
fantastic.
who I am.
Just a little snippet. I am so excited about your vision for bringing this to young men. I mean, I think every older man I know says, "Oh, I really have a heart to mentor
Of
and help
course.
younger men," and so to help them connect to their greatness. So, Alex, I'm super excited about what we got going on, and he's a
Me
text
too.
genius, and we're actually talking about some classes that we want to teach over more in the big vision side. So,
Yeah.
I just wanted to say that. So, welcome, Alex.
Thank you, Catherine.
All right. I'm going to stop, withdraw co-host permission, and I'm going to mute you. Just real quick, I want to point out a couple of people here that are 3 people that are also one command practitioner leader type of people. Number 1 is Alvaro Munoz. He's down in Colombia, in Sudamerica, South America. I'm so sorry, I don't have time to properly introduce you, but I just want to let people give a wave and say hi. Alvaro, say hello.
Hi, everybody. I'm so
Hello.
glad to be here. I'm also certified as the One Command Executive Success Coach.
Mm-hmm.
I also be started commanding well circles in Spanish.
Yes. Okay, then we're going to be talking about that too. So let's see, because we're talking now, starting conversations about how we can be supportive of each other on this. So welcome, Alvaro.
Thank you. Thank you. Hi,
And we have Sue in, where are you? In Canada?
I'm here. Hi, Catherine.
Hello.
Hi. Hi, I'm Sue. I did the practitioner's course with Catherine and Asara. And much like Alex, I find it's been, it's an essential, actually an integral part of my life at this point. I use the one command all the time. And it certainly helped me through many difficult situations and many different things, both good and bad, to get to where I am today. So yeah, thanks, Catherine.
Yeah.
Thanks, Asara.
Sue's a beautiful healer, and energy healer, but also does deep emotional healing work with people. And I'm trying to convince her to start a commanding health or commanding health circle. And so if anyone
I'm working,
that would be good, send her a message.
I'm working on it, Catherine. I'm working on it. I think we'll definitely pull something together soon.
Okay, yeah, just a beautiful, loving presence. Sue's got to host a couple of the circles, and if you've got to spending time with you, you know what a big, beautiful heart she is, and how super duper smart she is too. So very, thank you. Thank you. I want to say hi to Hannah, and Hannah, who made it today. Thank you. How are you?
Oh, where am I?
Yeah.
Hello, I'm fine. Can you hear me?
I can, and I did get your email. I just haven't had a chance to respond to you. I'd love to set up a time to talk with you.
No, that's fine. Thank you. I made a note that it's 6 o'clock, so I was going to try and get on. So I was today, so I'm glad I made it. And it's great to hear the things that are happening. It's exciting.
Yeah, me too. Me too. So you're going to be starting up. You're in England, right?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
What part of England?
Birmingham.
Birmingham.
Middle.
People in England know exactly what that means. So I'm just an American.
Yeah.
Not in Texas, you know, we're a little egocentric. But you sent me a message that you're going to be starting up some commanding wealth.
Yeah, I want to start some webinars. Yeah, the one command, using the one command. Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. Yeah. Well, we're looking forward to hearing
Thank you.
Too. Thank you and welcome.
Thanks.
All righty. So hi, Shama, we see you there. So I'm going to go ahead and do a little group check-in. So yeah, that's all of the announcements. Thank you so much, guys, for indulging me and letting me go through that. And I'm just, isn't this great? We got so many wonderful things happening. So I want to open up to what it is that we want to attract, create, or manifest. And I'm going to tune into, let me see, Nash, since I see you first. Hang on. Hey, how are you doing, Mr. Nash?
Fine, thank you very much. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. So what are you commanding for this week?
I think I still keep thinking about the unknown.
Okay.
How, suppose you don't know anything and you want to command for that. But what I mean is, suppose that I want to bring something new, something that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Well, can I command for that?
Yeah. And in fact, you can even command for, like, if we don't know what the next step is, we can command for the next step to be clear. We can command for a vision. And then we can command for a big breakthrough. Like, we don't know what the next breakthrough is. I only know I am ready for the next breakthrough now, right? Okay. And so if you did get the next thing, how would you know? What would be the evidence that it was the right next thing? Because the universe is going to go, what about this? What about this? What about this? Which one do you like, right? And you won't know what you actually want to create. So if it were the right thing, how would you know?
So I feel that sometimes, and this happens sometimes, that you are thinking in something out of the whack,
Mm-hmm.
you sleep with that, and you wake up with the, like saying, well, I was able to do this, like I'm able to
Yeah.
do this. This is the way I think we end up knowing.
Yeah. We get that idea. There's the function of your intuition, right? And he goes, hey, this is it. And you go, yes, right? Then that inside part says yes. The other
Okay.
way to know is like it aligns to your purpose. And I
Okay.
would say it would feel like, well, of course I would do this. Of course,
Right.
this is the next natural step, even though I've never done it before.
Okay.
Yeah. So it'd be like, it feels like a yes inside. There could be some doubt. There'll be things that happen, but there'll be this deeper yes. But I'd say it definitely will align to your purpose, the greater purpose that you have. Okay.
How many times we can repeat a command? Should we repeat a command? Like if I tonight, suppose that tonight I do a one command,
Mm-hmm.
should I repeat the command? Okay.
What Asara teaches is this, that you only have to do a command once.
Okay.
And having said that, sometimes we need reassurance, and sometimes there could be a different part. So like Asara and I would say, look, we know we want to, like get into a particular area. Like we said, we want to meet people in New York. And so we don't know how we meet new people in New York. We only know we do now. And then it was like, well, who are the right people? Well, we don't know how we meet the right people in New York, right? We don't know how. And then all these little things started showing up that we needed to make it happen. And we just kept meeting each little piece, okay? But sometimes it would look like there would be no movement. And we'd feel like, what the hell are we doing? Right. And we'd have to come back and go, you know what? We decided we wanted to go to New York. It's happening. I don't know how we make it. I don't know how we have a clear path to New York. So then it became not a command as much as an affirmation.
Right.
Okay. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, but it does, the command actually works best if you let it go and just assume that it's happening. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. So that's the way that works. Okay.
Thank
All right.
you.
So you're commanding for the next big step or a new idea. What is it you're commanding for?
For the next big step.
The next big step to materialize. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Richard, how are you doing today?
Doing terrific.
So what are you commanding for today?
Oh, just to, not just, but strengthen my connection with my higher self.
Faith in your connection. What would make you think that you don't have faith?
No, I didn't say faith.
Oh.
To strengthen my connection with my higher self.
Strength. Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know how how my strength grows every day. I only know I have a strong and unbreakable connection to source now.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I don't know how it grows every day. I only know I have a strong and unbreakable connection to source, which, no, whether we know it or not, it's always true, right? Whether we are aware of it or not aware of it, there's nothing that can separate you from that being true, right? So
yes, it's a matter of training my subconscious mind to realize that.
yeah, well, I would say your conscious mind. I don't know how I remember. I don't know how I'm actively aware of my connection to source. I don't know how I remember. This was mine. I don't know how I remember my connection to source and the truth of my power. I only know I remember everything now. And I am fulfilled.
Thank you. That's very good. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. And Alvaro, you got to say hi, but what are you actually going to be commanding for?
Well, first I wrote about commanding to be open to infinite possibilities. But now I'm thinking I'm commanding up for a quantum jumping on my
Yeah.
How about that?
I like that better. I mean, we're already in infinite possibilities, right? Quantum jump to that next higher level, right? Because you do
Right.
have a big vision, you have a big desire, and I want to coach you a little bit, and don't shy away from boldly stating what you want. Okay, don't
Right.
shy away from boldly stating exactly what you want and make that decision. Okay. So if you just need some rocket boosters, right? Or you need to be able to make a quantum leap, then you can do that. Okay. But don't be afraid. We try to cloak our spirituality and like, oh, I just want to be open. But we got to give our unconscious mind a clear path. Like, where is it we want to go and what would that look like? Okay. All right. But thank you. I love that. Hey, everybody's ready to roll. I can already tell. Okay. And Sue, what is it you're going to be commanding for?
What I'm commanding for is doing everything I need to with ease. It's odd. I sort of want to slow down and speed up all at the same time. I need some stuff to slow down so that I have the opportunity to think about it and to do what I need to do, but I also need to speed up in some implementation. So I don't know how to put that exactly.
Yeah, I actually would jump over all that and move to the end on what that
Okay.
that clear outcome is that you want. Okay. Then know and trust that everything's operating at the right speed at the right time. Okay. You're trying to regulate all these spinning plates and run back and forth, and that's not your job. Your job is to manifest this great outcome, right?
Okay.
Let the universe, let your unconscious mind fill that in. Okay.
Okay.
Focus on the end result.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
I'm going to go ahead and jump over to Joanne. Joanna, hi, honey. How are you today? Oh, wait. Let me unmute you just a second. There we go. Are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Now I can hear you. What are you commanding for today?
Sleep. I didn't sleep again last night, and I'm exhausted, and I have so many irons in the fire. It's so hard to keep track of them when I'm not working with my full capacity.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, I don't know how, I don't know how I sleep, but with all those irons in the fire, they are keeping your mind fired up. Like when we work for ourselves and we work from home, we don't have that beginning and end of our day. Because we're living with it. And so I don't know how I close the door and go to sleep. I only know I am sleeping deeply now and I am fulfilled. Someone was praying one time and I loved this prayer and I kind of took it on, and it was multiplying sleep. And because there was like all these meetings that were going on and we were going to have to start late and end late and start early, and I was like, well, Lord, we don't, we pray that you multiply our sleep, so however long we sleep, we wake up fully refreshed and renewed. Okay. So
That's nice.
I don't know how I multiply my sleep. I only know I wake up refreshed and renewed. Right. So maybe we need to move past that sleeping, just like Sue on all the tasks. Let's move it to that waking up. Okay.
That makes sense. Yep.
All right. Love you, honey. All right.
You.
And then I'm going to tune into, we got some folks on the fall, but I'm Deborah McCreath, I'm going to unmute you. Let's see if I can find you, get to the phone. Are you there? Let me see. She might wind up having to chat. Unmute. Yeah, it's not letting me unmute you. I'm very sorry, but I will come back to you. I'm going to move on to Emily. And if you're participating and the phone's not working for you, you can type it into the chat bar right quick. But I'm going to tune into Emily. Are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Hey, how are you? Hey, you even got on an hour early today.
I was eager.
I know, I'm glad you are. So what are you commanding for today?
Oh, I'm commanding for um, the real estate deal I'm working on to close smoothly.
Okay, so
Commanding for smooth transition in my. I feel like I've been running into brick walls every which way, and I'm almost at the point where I expect something to fall apart.
yeah,
And
so
I got to get over this.
yeah. So it's so interesting because we worry about things falling apart, but we actually need to allow things to dissolve, resolved, and get recreated, right? So we're really afraid of that. That ego goes, oh no, I'm going to lose everything. But when we allow that shift to happen, it happens so fast. The shift is actually very fast once it happens. It's our resistance and everything it takes us to get there. So yeah, so I don't know how. I don't know how to. Let me tune in here. This is what's coming in. I don't know how to welcome the new life I've been commanding for. I only know I welcome my new life now, and I am fulfilled.
Oh, that's so perfect.
Yeah, I welcome it. And
We're way on
so,
my wavelength today.
yeah, thank you. Thank you. And so we're just going to be in that appreciation. We thank you. And then, you know, there's a lot of us that kind of have a rebel spirit. I've got that rebel spirit, and you know, kind of love and appreciation. But there's that point in all of our growth that we have to say, screw it. I'm done. No more. I'm moving forward. And I don't care what burns to the ground. This is effing happening, right? I don't care. This is happening and I'm going forward, right? And I feel like there's a rebel part of you that's ready to take charge, okay, and go forward. And so I don't know how I release the most powerful part of myself. I only know I am moving forward powerfully now, and I am fulfilled.
Thank you.
Ooh, okay. We
Great.
just, the whole group grabbed that one. Thank you. Ooh,
Glad
yeah.
to help.
Yeah. Ooh, let's go. I'm
Ooh,
going to go get my
awesome.
flag. Hang on. You go, girl. We're just holding a great space for you.
Thank you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. I'm going to tune in to Miss Lucy in Las Vegas. I'm going to unmute you. Hopefully she's able to talk right now. Are you with us, Lucy? Sometimes people listen along. Okay, there you are. Hi, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
Thank you. What are you commanding for today?
Oh, pretty much the same thing I command for every day.
Okay, Pinky in the Green. What are we doing tonight? Oh, same thing we always do. World domination. Take over the world.
That's it. World domination. No,
Yeah.
just for retirement to come back to me in whatever that means, and my ability to move to Italy.
Okay. So
and however that is, whatever that means.
Yeah, and you started some things to help make that happen, and you're like investigating and you're learning some new things. Have you been able to work on the things that you were learning? Have you got to have any movement on that?
I figured out ways to move, the different processes to be able to move to Italy. But of course, all that could change,
Yeah.
Get that coronavirus. But that just, just how to, things I have to do. And one of the things that's a stickler, if you want to have residency more than 12 months, you have to be able to speak Italian, and I'm not doing so well on my Italian. So.
Okay. All right.
So I'm still working.
So yeah, I don't know how my inner Italian steps forth, right? I only know I am Italian now, right? Because you do have the capacity to learn, and you're just think of everything that you have learned, right, in the past. Sure. And you're in a particular industry and you had to learn that language, and you had to learn to operate in that field. And I would say, just as I would link all your past successes to your future success. So in a weird way, your ability to buckle down and study like no one else, and your stubbornness and your commitment to excellence, that is, project that into the future. And you like say, I don't know how, I am living in Italy, speaking Italian perfectly. I only know that all things in my life have worked together perfectly to create this now, and I am fulfilled. Everything in my life has worked together perfectly.
Perfect.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's not a separate thing. It's all, every step you've taken is to get you to Italy. But even steps you didn't know you were taking 25 years ago are about Italy now. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Woo. And do me a favor, if you would mute yourself. I can't find your, there we go.
Yeah, I'll do it. I had it muted on my phone before.
Okay, thank you. And I'm going to tune into Maria, who wrote the sweetest email. Thank you. And then you even posted on the chat for everybody. Thank you. How are you doing? Maria Morris. Yeah.
Just a minute. Chat. No. No, am I?
Okay, just a minute. No mic. We are hearing you say no mic, so we do hear you. Are you there?
I guess I am.
There you are.
Oh, this computer is doing really cool things. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
The walls have ears now.
Yeah, they do. So, what was it that you were, because I think we answered a question last week. Was it here in the group or was it in the coaching corner? Do you remember?
On the Friday call, yes.
Yeah.
On the Friday call. And I didn't know how, I realized I just don't know what to ask for. And what I was asking for really wasn't getting me what I needed. So you clarified, you're giving me personal strength. And so when we went through that, I could feel the difference right on the call. And I waited to write to you because I just let it kind of unfold. And I had plenty of opportunities to fall off the wagon, so to speak, people that would break my resolve in honoring myself and putting them first versus me. And I just had this dance. There was something that came out of nowhere and helped. So thank you.
My pleasure. So what are you commanding for this week?
I wrote it out here, I think. Well, finances, post-COVID, trying to serve people. I want to serve people in my industry, and yet finding a new way to do that, learning new skills, and just finding new ways that the industry has not even thought of to bring great benefit.
What is your industry, if you don't mind saying?
Yeah, well, I have several, but the one is I work with insurance, and I work with a version of long-term care for seniors. So the tech world doesn't fit for seniors very well, so I've not been able to go to their homes, so it's slowed my life down considerably. So yeah, it's just finding a new way of addressing them and giving them the opportunity to do what they need to do to protect their future life.
Okay. All right. And so, yeah, there's going to be tons of opportunity for that, right? And so I'm feeling more of your ability to take advantage of the opportunities seems to be there, seems to be up more than can you. It's more of your ability rather than what's actually available. Does that make sense?
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. So I don't
And
know
my fear of
how.
going forward.
Yeah. I don't know how I'm ready, willing, and able to move forward. I only know I am, because you're the concern, like there's what you want, and then there's what you want to create, and then there's the thing that you feel like stopping you. So I only know that I am helping people and making a great living now, and I am fulfilled. I don't know how I'm able to move forward. I only know I'm helping people and making a great living now, and I am fulfilled. And then you can say, I don't know how I'm able to move forward. I don't know how I'm able to make the adjustments. I only know I am ready, willing, and able now, and I am fulfilled. Yeah. Does that feel right?
Feels great.
Okay,
I'm on it.
great.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right,
you.
thank you.
Thanks for the mic too.
Oh, my pleasure. All right, and then Deborah said she was commanding for wholeness, and I'm going to go ahead and move forward on that, and then I'm going to check in with Sandy, and then Shama is next. So, Sandra, how are you today?
Hi. Let's see. I'm trying to. Did I turn on my camera? Can you see me?
Yep, we see you and we hear you fine. And
Oh,
excuse
okay.
me, I'm going to put up my hair in a ponytail while you talk. 1 second. It's
okay.
you guys, I made my hair look so nice today. I hairsprayed it and everything, and you cannot tell. So it's going in a ponytail because it's flipped out on me. So what are you commanding for today?
I've kind of got the whole discussion that you started out with about the $1,000 thing was like, I kind of got my money's worth out of the session just right there. Because I'm having the difference between using the one command and connecting to source and magical thinking.
Yeah.
I'm kind of caught in what's what.
Yeah. Well, that's actually going to be a good question. You're in our commanding wealth class, but it is easy. It's like, what's wishful thinking? What's magical? What is, confirmation bias? We just like, it was going to happen anyway, and we're just attributing it to that.
Yeah.
But it's really not about, is it the technique? It's really about what Alex was talking about. And it's like, hey, your connection to what it is having this new conversation with you and this greater part of you. Okay. And to live in this state of belief that you have the power to create what you want, need, or desire. Okay. That's at the base of this. The other thing is that we are speaking into what appears to be an invisible world, but what's actually invisible is based, it's not necessarily because it doesn't exist, it's because we're unable to see it or know it based on our filters and beliefs. Okay. So we have to open ourselves up to allow a new level of belief to occur, and so that it can start making new things visible to us. Okay. We're always speaking into consciousness and out into the world, and consciousness in the world is always speaking to us. Okay. We are either receiving that message as a victim of circumstances or as a co-creator. And what we're teaching with the one command is that we are co-creators and people under authority, our own authority and power. Does that make sense? So you go, what's magical, what's not? Well, like that $1,000, maybe my intuition was giving me a clue that my friend wanted to give me the money, right? Maybe that was what I was reading, but I had to prepare my belief to receive it. Okay, even if it was just like, hey, on the inners, because I'm an amazing, incredible psychic. I'm joking when I say that. You see me?
Yeah.
Psychic. But I am tuned in, right? And so there could have been this function saying it's it's coming, but I had to create a way to allow it, because maybe my friend just called me and said, I'm sending you $1,000. I would have said, keep your money, right? Keep it. No, my pride. When actually I really appreciated it because it served to be more than $1,000. It was one, oh my God, I had just realized a few days earlier how small my thinking had gotten and how rooted I was in my habits. And so I needed to have something happen, and I commanded for something to happen to break me out of my small thinking. Then that happened, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so to realize, hey, there's something greater that's happening here, and having a new conversation with yourself about what's possible for you. Okay. Does that help? Does that answer it?
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Okay, beautiful. So I would like to command for you is to have a new level of belief arrive for your ability to create by your command.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Yes, yes.
Oh yeah, I don't know how. I have a whole new level of belief that empowers me to know and trust that I can create by my command. I only know I do now, and I am fulfilled. Whew, I think I've written a book in this, and we've got a lot of great commands coming from you guys today. Wow. Yeah, so thank you for that question. That was really good.
Okay, thanks a lot. It's very helpful. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Shama, we're going to tune into you quickly, and then we're going to do our command. How are you today, beautiful? Oh, let me unmute you. Oh, I don't hear you. Let's see.
From my side.
Now we hear you.
Okay. I was telling you, I'm really happy. A lot of shifts happened this weekend. And back to my strength, what I had. And I'm going to start my second book. Yes, I think things are working. And this process is really helping me. It's really helping me. Catherine, thank you so much. Love you.
Oh, I love you too. Thank you. You guys,
know how
look how
much,
beautiful she looks. She looks so happy
you know,
today.
you know how much I was crying. You remember 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
And I was so sick. Now, no medicine, nothing, back to normal.
Good, good. I'm very happy to hear that.
And I'm saying this could be a miracle of process of this one command.
I absolutely know. Hey, you're commanding for your house to be sold, right?
Yes, we are planning to put it in market, but another good news, I got very good connection.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of connection. They are empowered me. They are in this field of real estate, and they are encouraging me. Just wait a couple of weeks, and they will get me a buyer. So I will save money on that.
Yay! Thank you.
All good news. Yes, relationship is getting better with my husband.
Good.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, when our relationship with ourselves starts improving, it starts improving with everyone else too. It's kind of amazing.
Yes, yes.
All right. Well, thank you. I'm so happy to see your beautiful face today.
Thank you. Love you.
Thank you. Love you. I want to check in with Hannah right quick. I realized we said hi to her, but we didn't find out what she's commanding for. Hannah, what are you commanding for today? Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now we
Okay.
can hear you.
All right. So what I would like to command for is, I don't know how I create space in my life for the next big thing. And I put in the chat that there's a lot of clutter in my house and in my mind, but the house is just unbelievable. Each room has different things. I come to the table to work now, the table is just covered with stuff. And no matter how I try to get rid of, I just start walking through and then I stop, and I just feel it's a big block because it's like, it's a reflection of the disorganization in my head.
Yeah.
And so I've ordered a skip for next week to come and take stuff away, but I really want to declutter. So I want a clear mind and clarity and space.
Yeah. So be sure and link whatever clearing you're doing to the greater good. So Asara taught me
Okay.
that, like when we would start cleaning up the office, right? We go, oh yeah, we have a meeting, you know, we're getting set for the week, or we got this meeting. Asara didn't say I'm cleaning up the office because it's dirty, right? And we want to meet people in a nice clean office. She
Yeah.
said, I'm cleaning the office so that we can make more money this week. I'm cleaning the office so that we can attract even more people. So the cleaner the office is, the more people we have, right? So she said that, she stated it out loud. Now, Asara is an incredibly tidy person. I had to learn to be tidy, right? I love beauty but tidiness is not natural for me. And so how I got out of my inclination to create nice stacks, right? And I like beauty, but order is not necessarily natural. So I had to start linking that. And when I started going, okay, as I clean my house, as I keep it in order, it makes more room. So get intentional. So clean your table, and you go, I'm cleaning my table so my next client can arrive, right? Or my next great idea.
Thank you.
So start linking it to something greater. Okay.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, guys. Woo! Wow. Let me mute everyone. I don't know if I have told y'all I am in love with everyone. I love you so much. This is just beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and start the screen sharing. And let me minimize this. First, let's just align heart to heart. And let's go ahead and, as we're aligning heart to heart in this circle, in this space in the circle, let's just create this new field of appreciation. And I'm just going to hold on to this one image. And right now, just think about in your own life what you appreciate. Your friends, your family, where you're living, what blessings. And right now, if you talk to God or spirit, higher self, just acknowledge right now. Let's just do that little piece of, I appreciate this and more. Universe, thank you so much. I really appreciate this. And what I would also appreciate is, and then just state that. Thank you. And right now in this space of appreciation, this beautiful circle of love and light that we're in, and even if you are watching by replay, you are part of this circle. I don't know what you have to think about, tell yourself, or remember to increase this feeling, this knowing, this energy of appreciation. So I don't know how I am living in a field of appreciation now. I only know I am appreciated, and I am creating new avenues and new experiences of appreciation now, and I am fulfilled. And I don't know how. As I ask, I shall receive. And so I ask and command from this state of appreciation now. And I am fulfilled. And just be present to that. And now we're just going to just ground. Just let yourself feel your connection to the earth. Feel the earth's connection to you. Oh, I love you, earth. I love you so much. And feel the earth's appreciation, because you are made of exactly the same stuff of the earth. You and the earth are one. So feel the earth's energy and appreciation start to come up through you. Feeling that support, that appreciation fill you as you align to your purpose, that which you wish to create, or even attract or get resolved. Align to your purpose. And then picture, visualize, or imagine that you are connected to a pole of light. And the higher you go, the faster you go, and soon you find yourself surrounded by that beautiful black void in space. And break through the darkness into the light. Eyes up. Eyes should be up as if you're trying to look up past your eyebrows. And we're going to state the command, I don't know how. And then fill it in with what you want. I only know it is so now, and I am fulfilled. Let your eyes relax. Let that expand out to an idea even greater. Here's the second part, and I don't know how. I am creating everything in my life through this state of being called appreciation. I only know that all things are created and experienced through this field now, and it makes me more powerful. It expands all of my skills and abilities. It opens me to new learning, and I easily and naturally shift into the next level. Now, and I am fulfilled. Just let that go. I don't know how. I'm creating, living, moving, breathing from the state of being. I only know that as I do, everything I need is created and manifested, and I naturally and easily shift into that next level now, and I am fulfilled. And just let your eyes relax. Now just expand all that to an idea even greater that serves more good in its fulfillment. And you just let it go, let it go, let it go, let it expand out to something even greater. And now we're just going to come into this space of starting to receive and feel yourself starting to come back down into your body in this new field of gratitude and appreciation. And as we do, and you're actively receiving, let's just start to unwind, unwind, unwind all that old limiting, negative, fearful state of being, all those ideas, thoughts, images, ideas, programs of lack, of struggle. I don't know how. It is unwinding, unwinding, unwinding. Just let it go. And then this may continue for a few days, or it may stop right now and you start to rewind, rewind, rewind as these new ideas, new sense of possibility, new potential, everything you need is downloaded right into you. And it starts to rewind, rewind, and rewind and integrate. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. When you're ready, bring your attention back to your heart. And remember, the 7th step is inspired action. So be ready for that idea, that inspiration or opportunity. Don't be like me arguing when literally the world is trying to give you what you asked for. Go ahead and just plan on saying thank you in advance and how good that's going to feel. and then go for it. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Guys, thank you. Oh. Does anybody have any ahas or anything? Yeah, Alvaro, yes.
Yeah, I'm feeling a lot of energy going down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm like floating.
Very good. Yeah, this is the best feeling. Yeah. And then what'll happen, thank you for saying that, because what may happen to a lot of people is they'll feel like they'll be kind of like this point, they feel like they kind of drop and they get tired. And what's happening is your system's reorganizing, and it's fastest to let yourself drop down into that and come back up. So thank you. I love that. When you turned on, I started tingling all through my body. Yeah, so as soon as you started speaking. So thank you. Woo. All right, my friend. All right, anybody else? Oh, I see Marlene just popped on. I'm so sorry. I'm just, guys, let's say hi to her right quick. Hey, Marlene, how are you doing? Oh, we may have lost her. Okay, so hi. Oh, Alex, did you want to say something? Hi. Are you just...
Yeah, I was saying hi, but I'll say what was coming in for me was, you know, I was commanding for being able to have the new skills to be able to continue to move forward. And, you know, it was just like this clarity of like clear way to go through my action list. And maybe it's not from top to bottom. So
Yeah.
that was really what came in
That's
for me.
good. Write it down as soon as possible, because it's kind of like when we get that aha, it's almost like that fleeting dream. So
Yes.
right after we're done, write it out fast as you can remember it, okay?
Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and let you go because I know we're a little over the time. And next, I have to check the calendar. I am taking off from June 1st to June 6th, so I won't be having a live call that week, but I'll make sure that I do an announcement on that. Okay. Oh, okay. So I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go. Until next time, this is Catherine Perry, the Big Vision Coach, and I witness your mastery. Bye-bye, everyone. Mwah.
Yeah.
Oh, let's end it.